What's up, beautiful people? We are back again for yet another episode of the Pursuit of Destiny podcast, episode 3. Yes, I'm also excited to be here with you all today. And if you don't know, my name is Ricky Jones Jr. Welcome to the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the video. We are also excited that you all are here today. And remember, the purpose of this podcast is to be able to take a journey together as we pursue destiny daily, okay? And we're able to do so, and we encourage all to do so as they ignite who they are, which is their purpose in their everyday life, okay? And if you remember on what we talked about last week, we talked about having self-control, and that is an aspect of something that we need to have and something that we need to do to pursue destiny daily, okay? And even to spawn off of that, in episode 3, we're gonna talk about having self-control, right? We talked about being self-motivated, my bad. But this one we're going to talk about having self-control, which is so very key. And then even another word that we can use for control is dominion. So in other words, having self-dominion, which is like a big thought, but I'm going to drill it down in a way that is palatable, in a way in which you can see yourself doing so to propel you into where you want to be. So like having self-dominion, it's quite simple. The idea of having control over yourself, which can seem like a distant thought, but something that is necessary as we pursue destiny daily. Now, I say that so many different times because you can do that in so many different ways. It may be on your job, you're pursuing the destiny. Maybe you were destined to be a lawyer. It's just in you and embedded in you and who you are to be a lawyer, to be a doctor, to be somebody that goes out and do janitorial work. I mean, it's engineers, architects, so many different things. A mogul, or a media person, like that's something that I love to do. Whatever it is, a preacher, I don't know, a singer, I don't know, whomever you are, whatever it is that you were purposed to be and that you allow to do that daily, which is having those destiny moments, you have to have self-control, have self-dominion over yourself. And there's so many ways in which we can have self-control, right? There's through our eyes and what we see, through our ears and what we hear, through our taste and what we put into our bodies, through our hands and what we touch. Like there's so many aspects of who we are that we allow different things outside of us to come within. So more than anything, that's what having self-control, having self-dominion is what you limit what comes into your body, be it mentally, physically, through touch. You limit those things because you know what it actually takes to get you to where you need to be. Therefore, there are some things that you have to limit or reduce and or stop to get you to that ultimate destination. And here's the story, right? So there's a time where my wife and I were launching off into YouTube, and in order to do so, of course, that required more time of both her and myself. But speaking of myself, it required more time to, one, think of video ideas, to shoot those videos, to edit those videos, to post those videos, to do descriptions. For those who do YouTube, you know all the different steps that you have to take in order for somebody just to see a video. Even for those that don't know all the steps, those are a minor list of what it takes. But in order to do those things, I had to stop other things. So I said to myself, what are some things that we have to stop? And I said to myself, okay, playing video games is something that I had to stop. Now that may seem very trivial to others, but that was something that I was doing at the time daily. I was coming home from work. At the time, we just had rain, so I was playing with rain here and there. She would go to sleep. I played a video game. Crystal watched TV. We were good to go. And so I had to let it go. I had to have self-dominion over the fact that I could not turn it on. But I just didn't cut it out cold turkey. I allowed for myself to play on the weekends. But from Monday through Friday, it wasn't something that I did. And I had to have self-control because I didn't put the game in a box somewhere, in a corner somewhere, in a closet somewhere that it wasn't seen. No, I saw it each and every day in the living room as I was doing those different ideas, editing those videos and things like that. It was right there. But as it was right there, I had to tell myself, don't touch it, don't do it, it's off limits. Have self-control, have self-dominion over yourself, because that was something that I had to do. So as we talking about this in this episode, think of some things that you have to have self-control over, have self-dominion over, and limiting yourself from, so that you can execute with all your faculties 100% strong into your purpose and acting that out, okay? So again, having self-control. which in other words, having self-dominion, which in essence is having control over what you do, which again, not everybody does, but even it could be as simple as somebody cutting you off in a road and you not going off on them, honking the horn, yelling out the window. Like, that's a moment of having self-control, depending on who you are and your purpose, why you're here, and creating those destiny moments each and every day. That might be something that you may need to like temper down. That's not my thing, but it could be your thing. You know what your thing is, but whatever your thing is, let's go ahead, start today, say it today, that we're going to have self-dominion, have self-control over who we are so that we can be all that we are in this world, in our lifetime, and be able to operate in full capacity with the purpose and in the purpose that we were created to be and do here in this world, okay? And so, like I said, Xbox, that was for me. It still is. I still restrict myself. Now I can do it like on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Like, those are the days that I really play the game, if I play the game. But I mean, I had to, but I was able to add a day, as you notice, because I started to do those things. I took care of things earlier. I may take care of things on Sunday. That's when I do a lot of my editing and things like that. But do whatever it takes for you to do what you need to do, okay? And even as I do more, even as we do more, there may be some other things that I have to cut out or stop doing, which may be TV, which I don't really watch a lot of TV because we're doing content, we're doing YouTube, we're doing podcasts, we're doing all these other different things to strive to get to the goal that we ultimately want to make, which I talked about in episode 1, which I'll probably maybe bring it up like every 5 episodes. I'll rehash what we talked about so that we can just continue along the journey together on ultimately what this podcast is all about and how we'll be able to learn and grow together. And so, as we talked about, what we're going to do is after every podcast, at the end of every podcast, we're going to do a self-affirmation based off the topic. And today's topic is self-control or self-dominion. I think I'm going to say self-dominion because that's just rich. I love the word dominion and all that it stands for and all that it means and all that we have as humans, as creatures in this world, as mankind in this world. We have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, over the fish that are in the sea, over the creatures that are creeping upon the earth. Like, we have dominion. That's why we can train a dog to sit and the dog sits, and we can tell dolphins to do different tricks and they do the tricks because we have dominion over them. So why not bring that dominion back in the mirror and have dominion over ourselves and stop what we need to stop and resist what we need to resist so that we can be and strive in all that we were created to strive, be, and do here in this earth. Alright, so I'm pumped up now. I'm excited. I hope you are too, knowing that you can do it. Yes, I believe in you, and I hope you believe in yourself. So let's go ahead and get to this affirmation. Repeat after me. Today, I will begin to operate with self-dominion. I will stop. I will quit. I will limit what I need to in order to be all that I was created to be. I was purposed to have dominion in this world. Therefore, I will first practice self-dominion today. And as I operate through self-dominion, I'll be able to operate with that same dominion in this world. I look forward to the days to come, knowing that I have control first over myself and then over the things that come my way. I have dominion. I have dominion. Again, I say, I have dominion. All right, great people. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I hope these podcasts are encouraging you as they are encouraging me and allowing us to continue the journey together as we pursue destiny daily. All right, great people. So this is episode 3, and I'm also excited about all that is to come. So make sure y'all stay tuned, lock in, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you like this podcast. Make sure you connect with us on the podcast. Any comments that you want to leave, let me know. And we'll be sure to interact with each other going forward, okay? All right, great people. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? Let's go.